Without y'all, thank y'all so much. And I'm not in Nashville. I'm based out of Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, a lot of familiar faces out there and a lot of people that I don't recognize. So thank y'all. Somebody came down from Delaware. That's pretty dang cool right there. So anyway, so this is a more intimate show. You know, a lot of times we just roll on through it. We want to rock out. But this is really a chance to explain some of the songs, and y'all get to know us, and we get to know you too. Storytelling time. Yeah, so I accidentally became a full-time musician. And I say that meaning that I always played for fun in college and when I got to Charleston. But unfortunately, as a game warden, you don't generally make that much money. So I had to play guitar to make ends meet. And it was all great for a while because I love that job, still do. My hat's off to all law enforcement, first responders out there. And it got to where I started pulling people over, and they were like, "Oh, you're Andrew Beam." It's like, "How many life jackets you got?" "Oh, man." I was like, "Hey, I'm playing next Friday. Just come out to the show." So, but honestly, so I met Joe Taylor. I was moving to Nashville because I heard that enough times, and I was like, you know what? I would lay awake at night, and I could not sleep. So I was like, I got to go do this. It will not fail. And everybody's like, "Man, you got that real country sound." And I'm from the mountains of North Carolina. I'm from Cashers. That's Cashers, not cashiers. And so Country Ain't Dead became the slogan. And I was about to move to Nashville, and thankfully I met Mr. Joe Taylor right here. Y'all give it up for him. He said, "Man, you can go do that." He's like, "But I got a studio right here in Bennett's Point." So who knows where Bennett's Point, South Carolina's at? It's gorgeous. It's a long way to get to. That's all right. We love it there. So I was able to continue working that job and playing on the side, and then it got to where opportunity was being missed. So I left that job in May of 2018 and never looked back. So we wrote Country Ain't Dead, that first song y'all heard right there. And then Selma by Sundown, the second one y'all heard, is really the one that I knew I was with the right producer when I heard that song. Because when I think the first time I was at the studio with Joe, I think I had 11 songs I'd written that were halfway decent. He said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I've got one for you." And it was Selma by Sundown. And I might get you to explain that one a little bit, Joe. You can do it better than I can.
I play guitar. Yeah, I commuted between Manhattan and Bennett's Point for a long time. And 20-odd years ago, when all that crap happened up there in lower Manhattan, I would pull the truck up New Jersey Turnpike and look in and see. And I don't know if y'all know the Manhattan topography very well, but when you look at it from New Jersey, there's the Empire State Building, and there's the World Trade Center. And then all of a sudden, this is all I saw. And it inspired me to write a little tune which was the second song we did tonight, called Selma by Sundown, about a truck driver that lost pretty much everything, and every time he'd see the city, it was like the Empire State Building lost its mate, which is the way it felt looking at all that. So, I don't know, maybe you're too young to relate to that, but okay, well, good. Well, thank you. So anyway, this is the man that needed to sing that song. So I hope you all enjoyed it. It was the second tune we did.
And all these songs we're playing tonight are available on all platforms. So if
Yes,
you listen
they
to Spotify, Apple Music, there's platforms out there that we had no idea existed, but we're on them. So I know a lot of y'all do, and I had a lot of feedback earlier. So y'all keep on streaming it, keep on spreading it. We're going to keep on playing it. And you should see the other guy was one that Joe came to me about. He said, man, are you familiar with the Glenn Campbell song, Gentle on My Mind? And I had to admit that, I'd heard it, but I hadn't actually listened to it, if that makes any kind of sense. So I went back and listened to it. He said, well, I want to write that song about that guy like 20 years later. So if you go back and listen to that song, it's about this guitar-playing Casanova that goes around and has all these chicks in every town, and it's cool. And Joe's like, it's really not cool. It's kind of messed up. He's like, I want that guy to look back and go, man, I really messed up and had that girl. So out of all the songs that I've written, most of them I've lived. That is one I've not. Hopefully I am the other guy. Some of y'all know Caitlin out there. So we have an affinity for real country music, and we want to develop our own sound, no doubt, but we always look back to, that's the coolest part about what we do with our band here. If you notice, I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by an encyclopedia of music, really. So we'll introduce the band here in a little bit. Y'all are in for it. But speaking of, let's call it Audible here. So what Joe didn't tell you was that Selma by Sundown was supposed to go to Don Williams. And he passed away before he could cut that song right there. So how about some Don Williams?
How about that?
Tell us the time. No good with that?
Well, Don.
Yeah. I left Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was leaving Arizona, maybe on California, where the people all live so fine. My baby said it's lazy, my mama called me crazy. I was gonna show all this time. Cause you know I ain't no fool, I don't need no school. I was born just walking the line, living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I'm a fool when I set my watch back to it, living on Tulsa time. Nobody would agree if I went back to some time. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I'm a fool when I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time. Oh, come on with it, Joe. Thank y'all. We do like some old school country. Do a couple more, then we'll get back to our stuff. How's that? She works in the bank, and she works in the store. And she don't know that old stuff anymore. She likes to get high, listen to the band. She likes to make love, her kind of man. These outlaw women, first of the kind. These outlaw women, they got here right on time. These outlaw women, they don't need any guns. These outlaw women, just out for fun. In many ways, she's a lot like me. She don't give a damn about society. She might be a little rich girl. She might be poor. She might be a big woman that needs a little more. Outlaw women, first of the kind. These outlaw women, riding high and shipping nine. These outlaw women, they don't need any guns. These outlaw women, just have fun. Some call her lady, some call her other name, but you won't ever call her that around me in my game. I looked for trouble and I found it, son. Straight down the barrel of a long-ass gun. I try to run, but I don't think I can. You make a move when you're a dead man, friend, and live alone like this. And live alone like this, and my baby. He stuck the heck of salt behind my back and let me reel in on a steel reel. Right, got a hole in the jailhouse, baby. And live alone like this. And live alone like this, and my baby. Grew up in Houston off the Wayside Drive. Son of a cop and some all-night dive. Dad drove a stock car to an early day. Oh, I the Roadhouse Queen. We're on the dirt side of Dupree. I try to look, but think I can't. I'm at the bottom of the jailhouse now and living cold like this. And living cold like this, and my baby. You know the door about the jailhouse right. Go on, do it, but don't get caught. Got a hole in the jailhouse, baby. And living cold like this. And living cold like this, yeah, my baby. And living cold like this. And living cold like this, yeah, my baby. Here's to Hank.
Thank you.
And here's to Waylon. And here's to playing this guitar until the strings come off and the lights go out.
On you, Cat Daddy.
So I had this idea of this song right here. And it was like my angry COVID song. Because as I stated before, I left my day job in like May of 18. And we hit the ground running. And like a year and a half into it, we were crushing it. And then COVID hit. So here we are. We were kind of on a hiatus longer than we were actually doing it. So kudos to y'all. We couldn't do this without y'all, seriously. And there's really not a story behind this song other than the fact I wrote it in about 5 minutes. And it was to start the full band show off. And you cannot find this one anywhere. People seem to like it, though. So till the strings come off and the lights go out, that's how we play every show. You never know when the last one might be. Weird times, strange days, keep it down, stay out of the way. Since last year, I've been madder than hell. I got something to say, you can't say. We made lists and give them all more, but now I'm counting down the days till they open the door. Gonna play and then the strings come off and the lights go white. Y'all showed up, so we're about to burn it down. Lonely, you can't think, coast to coast and town to town. Until the strings come off and the lights go white. Long night, backstage, ain't in it for the money, but we gotta get paid. Last I checked, my music don't sell, and I ain't finding no funds in the mail. Bring it all back to how it was before, 'cause I sent my soul all the way to the coast. Gonna play until the strings come off and the lights go white. Y'all showed up, we're about to burn it down. Lonely, you can't think, coast to coast and town to town. Till the strings come off and the lights go out on bending strings, though. Gonna play until the string come off and the lights go white. Y'all showed up, so we're about to burn it down right here at the roast room in Fluffy now. Lonely, you can't think, coast to coast and town to town. Till the strings come off and the lights go white. Till the strings come off and the lights go white.
Thank you.
Again, y'all can't find that one anywhere. Thank y'all. I really didn't like that song. I don't even know how that came into my head. The strings come off and the lights go out. I think we were just. I've got social media. I know a lot of y'all follow it. Thank y'all for doing that. But I'm a very old soul 30-year-old. I like shaking hands, drinking beers, playing country music, and just networking the old school way. So I think one day at the studio, I just said that. I was like, when everything opens back up, I'm going to play this guitar. Matter of fact, one's in the shop because of this. Play the strings off of it. So anyway, that's how that came about. And we might cut that at some point in time. We just dropped an EP called Low Country. Y'all can find that one. We're going to play all the songs we have out. We're going to tease y'all with one we haven't dropped yet. It's called All the Wrong Women. And Mr. Joe Taylor wrote this one right here.
I play guitar.
Now you might think after years on the road, love and romance come cheap. But the view from here can be hard on the soul, and a jaded heart's all you read. She came out of the blue with that look in her eyes, told me she would be true. I was just another page for her to turn along the way. Had to go through all the wrong women just to get to you. Now I ain't saying that I ain't had my fun. Wild seas roll through their youth. Of each and every one that I have ever known just push me closer to the truth. And there you stood, and I recognized something I never knew. All those heartaches and tears I have shed along the way. Had to go through all the wrong women just to get to you. You came out of the blue with that look in your eyes, told me all I need is you. No more heartaches and tears made to shed along the way. Had to go through all the wrong women just to get to you. Y'all give it up for Mr. Joe Taylor. He's got to stand up for this one. Y'all give it up
Thank
for
you.
Joe Taylor.
Thank y'all so much.
Now, I do have to tell a funny story. So, we played at Edisto last year for Dockside. And we actually set the attendance record for Governor's Cup. And there was a guy there that played in the band the night before they hired, and I guess he's out of Nashville, little mullet. He's like 5'2". And I guess heads up is all the cool things. All the kids do that now. So he walks up, and all I could read on it was, "Do you want a little younger looking band?" And I was like, I don't know why. I should have just laughed it off, but I tell you what, like, I'll go to war with my guys. I don't care what I do. That's just law enforcement mentality. I'll go to war with y'all, my fans, at any point in time. And I just snapped. And I don't even know we were playing. And I won't exactly tell y'all what I said, but it went something like, "I'm going to kill you." Probably should have said that in the bar, but it was all right. So Joe looks at me like, what in the world is going on? So we took a break, and I told him. He starts laughing. He's like, "Man, I won't tell y'all the age of my band, but why would I want anybody else?" I mean, that right there. You know what I mean? Old son's just jealous. He goes, "Well, man, I just wanted to possibly play with you in the future." We live in a weird world business-wise nowadays. And I said, "Okay." And he said, "I've been playing guitar for 5 years. I'm in Nashville." And I said, "That's cute, man." I said, "My lead guitar player and my bass player have 45 years of professional experience apiece." So over here is Mr. Woody Lingle.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know who Steve Warner is? So Woody is actually on the Holes of the Floor of Heaven soundtrack. Yeah, he's playing on that. So, but Woody is the grooviest guy in the world. Y'all give it up for Woody Lingle, hailing from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Yeah, I should have stolen his shirt, to be honest with you. That's all right. Behind me right here is my spirit animal. Y'all give it up for Brian Compton out of Mooresville, North Carolina.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
So the first time I met Brian, we had a drummer that kind of didn't work out for us, and Joe said, "I got this guy, man, you're going to love him." He comes in the rehearsal. We'd already started playing, so he had to drive, obviously, and he gets there, and he walks in the front door, and he doesn't say, "Hey," nothing. He just goes, "I'm here to blow up." I'm here to blow things up. And I was like, okay. He goes to the drum set, and I was like, all right. We kicked off the first song, and I just looked at him, and I was like, "You're my drummer." So, hey, y'all give it up. And this right here, again, Mr. Joe Taylor. I owe everything to Joe. From Bennetts Point, South Carolina. He's played Donna Summer. Played with everybody. Conway Twitty. And I'm just very fortunate they're all playing for Andrew Bean.
That's right.
So
we're loving it.
We're going to keep on doing it. When I say get in, you say where you fit in. Get in.
Where you fit in?
We ain't got no time for users and takers from Utah. Brother Bay told around 16 years old, be careful who you call a friend. They can be a lie, a cheat, a sinner or a preacher. Beware of a certain kind of sin. Users and takers from Utah. They eat the sunshine for daylight. I've been around the world, but I've seen them all. They've taken darkness from the night. Tick on the lawn, a fight back on the hole, attacking from the outside and the in. But you better plug them all off, bringing hot dogs. Try not to get bit in the end. Users and takers from Utah. Sunshine for daylight. Been around the world, well, I've seen them all. They've taken darkness from the night. Time for you to take us here and bluff tonight, man. User taker from Utah. The sunshine for daylight. I've been around the world, well, I've seen them all. They take darkness from the night. The user takers from Utah. The sunshine for daylight. I've been around the world, shook hands with them all. It's able to stay here in sweet old Carolina. Does anybody know what a user and taker from Utah is?
No.
And it finally happened. I finally played a show, and somebody's like, I'm from Utah. What's that supposed to mean? So I went from Casters, North Carolina, went to high school in Anderson, South Carolina. And while I went to Westside. Everybody knows what Westside High School is. Yeah, so I was there. My good buddy Jared Bailey, his dad used to always tell us, oh man, that guy right there is a user and taker from Utah. He's from Utah. It's like, what do you mean? How you know he's from Utah? You just met him. Because I know I can just tell. He's like, he ain't really from Utah. It's a half acronym. He's a user and taker. But he would just walk up to somebody and go, you're from Utah, aren't you? You know, the kind that just shows up as an opportunist. Taking bass fishing. They don't pay. They don't even offer for gas money. You know, anything like that. So you don't be a user and taker from Utah. Well, I was fishing out of Bennett's Point with my good buddy Daryl Jewell. We got back on the porch and he said, man, being where you're headed, there's going to be a lot of people who want to be your friend for what you are, not who you are. I said, Daryl, I ain't got no time for users and takers from Utah. He kind of laughed. He's like, what does that mean, man? So I told him, he laughed. I went back, slept on it that night. You know, there was something that happened to a friend of mine that just started thinking about it. And I was like, that could be a good song. So the next morning I woke up and I was at Doshino Plantation in Walterboro. And I made a cup of coffee and I wrote that song in 5 minutes. And on the original recording, you can actually hear the birds chirping in the background. That's another one I never would thought we'd ever cut. So it's available right now on the EP Low Country. Y'all check it out. And don't be a user and taker from Utah.
Nah.
Got Atlantic City next, Brian. Chicken Man ain't feeding last night. They blew up his house too. Down on the boardwalk, they're ready for a fight. Seeing what them bluffing boys can do. Now there's trouble busting in from out of state Ohio. The DA can't get no lead. Gonna be wrong on the promenade. Gambler commissioner's hanging on the skin of his teeth. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Looking for a job, but it's hard to find. It's winters and it's low, I'm south of the line. Well, I get caught out on a losing name. Talked to a man last night, gonna do a little favor for him. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Give it up for the crew here tonight. So give it up for them. Oh, it sounds good because of them. You should take care of your bartender. We're going to keep on cranking. Y'all cool with that? Well, I got a job and I put my money away. I got the kind of debt that no game warden could pay. So I threw out what I had from a cents of trucks. Bought us 2 tickets, Coach City Buzz. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything dies someday, don't bite. But you make up all this your hair. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City.
Yeah, man.
Thank y'all.
Let me take her on now.
So we had this new project coming out. So we dropped Stumble by Sundown, the album, full-length album, 11 songs, in 2021. Well, we had 4 out of 5 songs picked out for Low Country. And I almost cut till the strings come off and the lights go out. And Joe said, I don't know, man. You said something at the Dockside show not too long ago. I know he's got switch guitars. So we were done sound checking at like 4 o'clock, full band, record time, with us running sound. I wish I had him every single night.
Yeah, man. Isaac. How about Isaac back here?
Yeah.
Isaac Smith back here running
Y'all
sound.
give it up. Tell you, that's the hardest job in the room right there. And so we finished running sound. Well, Brian and I are the only ones that drink in the band, so we didn't play till 10 o'clock that night. So I was like, well, time to start taking shots. Completely joking. And Joe kind of looked at me and said, hey, man, you got to find the line to know you still got one. And I didn't realize he wrote that down that day. So we were sitting there in the studio. We said, well, let's write one. So let's just write a song about finding that line and pushing the envelope. Because in today's world, that's what you got to do if you're going to get ahead. So who are you going to write it about? Well, we're very fortunate. Again, I'm not in Nashville. We're doing things our own way. Monday is QuickBooks Day. Trust me, it's terrible. If you call me on Monday, you will know that. We do all that stuff. Well, we got AOP Prosthetics behind us, which is Trip Rice. If you know Trip Rice, is a good time of guy. Charleston Concrete, Carolina Com, Michelob Ultra, and most recently, Migra Shotgun Shells. Hadn't even announced it yet. But the one thing all those guys have in common is they work hard, they play hard, and they find that line. So we got kind of bogged down in the song. We were almost done with it. And Joe said, well, what does Ronnie Pitts say? I said, well, he always tells me there ain't no pussies in the Hall of Fame. And Joe started laughing. He said, man, that's going in the song. And I said, you serious? Well, it caught on so much we made bumper stickers. And they're so give it up for Chris Cox as well. He sells merchandise for us on the road. So y'all do us a favor and spread the word by wearing our stuff. We also have an online store, so if you go to the website, click on store. Vapor Apparel's doing all that. And I told my mom we put that in the song. She said, that's terrible. And I just kind of looked at her. She said, but it is true. So it's not a raunchy song at all. It's just about taking it to the limit. I think we need more of that in today's world. Y'all can find this one everywhere right now. Find them online. Big dogs about to burn and dying, running on weed, rolling into town. Chase dogs say, and how it goes. Get your bumper sticker
Thank you.
outside.
We dare you.
There will also be T-shirts coming out, and again, it's nothing bad. It's not raunchy. It's just, you know, you gotta be tough, man. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. You're right. You're right. Well, how about a wedding murder song? Ain't nobody got one of those that I know of. Earl Had to Die, maybe, but we kind of switch this one around. We get tuned down real quick, and I'll tell y'all about this one.
We don't play. We don't play.
So Joe Taylor is one heck of a songwriter. And we've written a lot of these songs you're hearing together. It definitely helps to write with a producer, because you do it right the first time. Well, among all the songs he's written that you haven't heard, there's one called Red Diesel, Foster. We hadn't cut it.
That's right.
Red Diesel. Yeah.
Burning red diesel.
So anyway, so he had this song that this artist named Rochelle Harper cut, and she's awesome. She sings way better than I do. It's called Cajun Wind. It's real like voodoo-esque, and I like it. So Joe said, 'cause I had no idea what the song was about. It starts out with this French word term called le fan foulé. And I probably butchered the heck out of that. That's all right. But that's the essence of the swamp lights in Louisiana. So basically, it could be like all the lost souls in the swamp. And you can look it up. So if you follow those, they'll lead you to your death. So this song right here is about you catching your wife on your wedding day, hooking up with your best man. So you do what any good old boy would do, and you kill them both. And bury him in the swamp. And you become le fan foulé for your sins. So right here's the last song on the album. Y'all check it out. It's about to get swamped.
Yeah, and I don't even drink.
The song's called Cajun Wind. Les fan foulé come through them trees. I see it coming. It comes for me. There's a devil in that swamp, and I know it's me he wants. There's a rose red on water. It's my love flows to the sea. That's where I left her in that bayou, and I found what she done to me. Cajun wind, come blowing. Cajun moon, come on, shine. Cajun wind knows where I've been. So come on and blow in my seat. I heard a sigh. Come on, breathe. Our wedding fade fell to my feet. I heard that devil whisper to me, go find them beneath the cotton tree. Cajun wind, come blowing. Cajun moon, come on, shine. Cajun wind knows where I've been. So come on and blow in my seat. Les fanfouilles, that is me, following my love out to sea, following my love out to sea, following my les fanfouilles. The wedding murder song there. Ain't nobody got one of those. I tell you, we definitely covered the gamut of country music topics. Y'all want to hear the one about running drugs and shrimp boats? The first time I got invited to come to Nashville was last October, and I played in the listener room. I got put in with a great group of guys. And that was about the first thing I said. And they're like, "Where did you come from, dude?" It's like, "Man, I recorded Bennett's Point. Like, I want to come hang out with you. So we got a studio, y'all come on." It's been pretty cool, but the low country's been very good to me, considering I'm from the mountains. And my twang is the real thing. Everybody up there talks like me. I'm sure y'all figured that out at this point. But this song right here is about Operation Jackpot. Anybody know about Operation Jackpot? Dare I ask? You know, it's kind of crazy, man. Like, word of this song got around real quick. And I play everywhere from backyard barbecues to big stages, everywhere in between. And there for a while, I'd be setting up, and there'd be like somebody right here like, "Hey, you got a song about the jackpot?" I've heard the coolest stories after I wrote this song right here. But I was at Bennett's Point, South Carolina, back in 2019, hanging out with Tadpole Baldwin. And I heard all about this thing. So I heard about it when I worked for the state of South Carolina, but you're right, 100%, yeah. And if I'd written this song 20 years ago, I probably would not have gotten away with it. But it's all right. So Tadpole told me all about this, and it intrigued me. I said, "Man, that's a song." He said, "Well, write it." I said, "Okay." Well, I had to combine a couple stories into one, so forgive me if it's a little bit skewed, but I've heard plenty of stories. It could definitely fly. So the very last verse of the song right here is about Tadpole and his dad coming back in from offshore shrimping. So those of y'all that don't know, Operation Jackpot was a bunch of guys running products and shrimp boats. Oh yeah, up and down the creeks, 18-wheelers.
Yeah,
There's
Henry
a whole lot.
McMaster.
Yeah. I can tell you.
He knows
y'all need
about
to go
it.
to the bar with that guy. He'll fill you in. I'm not even sure who he is, but we need to talk afterwards. So basically, in Tadpole's case, he was heading back in. He was not actually a part of Jackpot, but it was another deal. He was heading back in, and they knew the feds were at the dock, so they were going to go to prison. Somebody had to stay behind and run the family business, which was B&B Seafood, still there. So they kicked their little brother off the boat and made Richard swim all the way back to the house. Tadpole and his daddy got locked up. and Richard Stay Behind ran B&B. So the name of their shrimp boat is called the Billy B. Also the name of this song right here. So it's our number one song we have out right now. If you haven't heard it, y'all check it out. Give it a spin. And now you'll know a little bit about some real country from the low country of South Carolina. Feds in the state out on my trail. With the bell in the bed, you better not tell. Gonna play the game, gotta be up yours. Cause they're crawling like crickets up and down this coast. Life you live is the life you choose. The bounty's high, you're bound to lose. They found a jackpot up this creek. Ain't ever gonna catch the Billy B. Way it's built, way offshore. When the getting's this good, you always want more. Green gold grows from the smallest seeds. Drag the lines for picking up weeds. Life you live is the life you choose. The bounty's high, you're bound to lose. They found a jackpot up this street. Ain't never gonna catch the Billy B. Brother State, we went away. Jumped off the boat on Judgment Day. I sank the money, I do it all again. Cause everyone knows a tadpole can swim. Life you live is the life you choose. The bounty's high, you're bound to lose. They found a jackpot up this street. Ain't never gonna catch the Billy B. The life you live is the life you choose. The bounty's high, you're bound to lose. They found a jackpot up this street. Big ships sink from the smallest lead.
Thank you.
Did it do it justice? Sweet, thank you. Again, thank y'all for making that a number one song. Y'all keep on spreading it. We got any farmers out there?
Ain't no farmers in Bluffton.
Yeah, none right here, not sitting in front of me at all. None of these boys ever operated a tractor. So I got a phone call right before the world stopped turning in 2020 from Sam Ambrose and Max Avant. Said, hey, why don't you come on out to the farm? Let's write us a song. So that sounds like a great idea. Other than the fact that y'all don't sing, you don't songwrite, you don't play guitar. But I'm in. So there we were looking over at Dove Field, and sure enough, old Sam Ambrose brings out a notepad with actually a bunch of good ideas. Max is over there with his Marlboro. Sam's like a shotgun at 100 yards. So many good ideas, but just everywhere. Max is like a 308 at like 600 yards. Just focused. So I had to wrangle all this, right? Max said, I want to write something about what this farm means to us, the roots of the trees. I wish we had a video of this. We're literally just three of us by ourselves sitting there. Sam said, yeah, I like it. I like it. We kind of put a John Deere in it, Bo. And I was like, Sam, that's the most cliche thing in country music. It's been done so many times. He said, fine, what about a Farmall? And there's an old Farmall tractor when you drive in. I said, now that's a pretty dang good idea. I said, what year is that tractor when you drive in? He said, I don't know, it's probably a 50-something, probably a 53. Max is over there going, long days in the heat. And that's how the song right here was born. Joe straightened us out on it. It's called Farmall 53. This one's for the farmers out there. Y'all check it out. Something about these old trees and all their history. The best stories ever told. Very damn deep. A dove's up on the line, a dust up in the sky, an old plow being pulled behind, just trying to survive, trying to survive. Farm on 53, long days in the heat, thinking about where things been and always will be. Stir it up, shut it down, and we all get right. Bibles lying underneath, inside a Farmall 53. Something about this old creek flowing over memory. Dragon lights, tight, fit my family. Should be growing rice, but the weather won't suffice. And last week it was dry, I'm just praying for a sign, praying for a sign. Farm on 53, long days in the head, thinking about where things been and always be. Stir it up, shut it down, and we all get right. Bibles lying underneath, inside a Farmall 53. Oh, we'll take another round, man. Old glory's past time to see. It's up to you, don't let it go to hell. Farmall 53, long days in the heat, thinking about where things been and always be. Stirring up, shut it down, we all get it right. Bibles lying underneath, Bibles lying underneath, Bibles lying underneath. Farmall 53. Farmall 53. Thank y'all for the farmers right there. I had an interview in the UK. This guy's like, man, I love your album. He said, Farmall 53 is my favorite song, but I have to ask you, what's a Farmall? I said, dude, it's a tractor. That makes so much more sense. But we've made it overseas. I'm very happy about that. And for that, you might as well dance, right? And she's all gone, so we might as well dance. I did all that I could. Didn't do me no good, but it sure did him. I guess that's the way it goes. Still got nothing to show. Here I go again. Well, this sink or swing, so might as well dance. There ain't nothing else we can do. Brand new boat, so country songs just me and you. So might as well dance. Sit here all night long. It's all gone wrong. And she's all gone, so we might as well dance. Oh, cut her rug in the back now. I said we might as well dance. There ain't nothing else we can do. Brand new boat, so country song, just me and you. So we might as well dance. Sit here all night long. It's all gone wrong. And she's all gone, so might as well dance. I said we might as well dance. I hope we get invited back. I'm sorry I've turned your listening room into a honky tonk, but hope y'all cool with that. I like it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for dancing.
All right.
We're going to let these boys take a minute break right here. Y'all deserve a breather.
Y'all give it up for them now.
Woody and Brian, baddest rhythm section ever.
Very true. The best looking one, too. Look at Woody's shirt. And hair. I wish I had hair like that. I'm ready to play every single night with these guys, so we get a lot of messages and emails, and people are like, man, you should play this and play that. Be honest with you, y'all just tell those venues you want Andrew Bean. That's the number one thing. Because if it comes from us, it's a whole different dynamic. So we're just very fortunate to be here at the Roasting Room and to have y'all here tonight. So thank y'all. Y'all keep on spreading it. We're going to take it to the top. That's just all it takes, man. The song right here is called Simile. It's a song about everybody's somebody. And the first time I ever played this song for anybody was for Foster Marshall and a handful of friends after I played the Beaver Water Festival a couple years back. So I just written this song right here. It's all similes, like a like or as statement. But it's really a song about everybody's somebody. Let's check it out. Bright as sun shining through a window seat. Fuel to a fire, nothing quite like a three. Steady as the hands of a time clock marching on. She strikes like lightning, she soft like rain. 10 rule tapping as the night turns to day. Sad as an old country song when she's gone. Been a long, hard ride. Somehow you're still by my side. Sure as the tide till the day we die, it seems. Similarly strong as a top shelf shot of whiskey. Rages like a river after the flood. Sunday morning sang hand washed in the blood. Beauty like the red sunset of a bluff in the sky. Eyes cut like diamonds, she's tough as nails. Innocent as a bride in a white wedding veil. Pure like the kind of happiness money can't buy. Been a long, hard ride. Somehow you're still by my side. Sure as the tide till the day we die, it seems. Similarly strong as a top shelf shot of whiskey. Like all good things, she's wild and free. Like a perception, she's extrasensory. Like when a snow falls, her voice is tender and serene. 'Cause baby, your love is like a sweet, soft melody. Been a long, hard ride, but I'll always be by your side. Partner in time till the day we die, it seems. Similarly strong as a top shelf shot of whiskey. Similarly, without you, where would I be? Thank you. I wrote that for Caitlin. Wish she could be here tonight. This is the very first time I've ever had old fashioned on stage. And for that, I thank y'all. Top shelf shots of whiskey. Speaking of which, how y'all feeling? Yeah. We're going to go from one extreme to the other, but it's still about whiskey. Y'all ready to get 3 sheets? I wrote this song right here working for DNR. I was on a shrimp trawler patrol headed out of North Edisto Inlet. And I knew I was going to be quitting that job to go do this at some point in time. It was about the 3rd wave that came over that boat. It soaked me in my gum belt. I had yo-ho, a pirate's life for me in my head. I said, you know what? I think a honky-tonk life is for me. Somehow in the midst of that, I had this vision of being like this country music outlaw pirate, just taking over the music industry. I try to be a very straight-laced outlaw, but outlaw nonetheless. No prisoners. We're going to start a mutiny on the Billboard charts. And y'all can join our crew. It's called 3 Sheets, though. All you got to remember is yo-ho, a honky-tonk life. Fade ahead to the music scene, training my rudder for drummer. I got dreams to chase and places to be. Three sheets to wait. It's always lies to me. So chart overboard, I'm taking the lead. Yo ho, honky tonk lights for me. Oh, I've been taking all away. Stacked up at 3 to 5, but I'm ready to play. First rule, thunderbolt, partial, scallywags and scum. Change is coming, oh Lord, I pray. 3 sheets to wait. You get the message I'm trying to see. Stage nationwide, billboard mutiny. Yo ho, honky tonk lights for me. Let's turn this place to honky tonk night. She deep, Bohickey Creek, bogs rolling in and it's getting hard to see. Fish on the line, running from the heat, don't get in the way of the treasure I see. 3 sheets to wait. I'm bound for days, fish on the jukebox in the east. From dark and dusty depths, you will hear harmony. Yo ho, honky tonk lights for me. 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 Yo Thank y'all. It's a very strange way things happen. Being from the mountains, heading to the low country, but it's done very well. And for that, we thank y'all. Appreciate it. I reckon that's just the beam in me. I wrote this song in 2012 when I was at Clemson. We got any Tigers out there? This right here is a song about drinking, fighting, and other things. I'll check it out.
Ice cream.
It's another Friday night, and everything's going just right. Foster's got the cool loaded down, sipping bourbon, we should get it into town. Looking for me, country queen, it's my cowboy boots and worn out jeans. While living in April shop, spending every dollar I've got, hitting on every girl I see. Oh, I guess that's just the way it be. Boy, you better rethink what you want to do. I can't help she wants me over. Oh man, that lips touch mine. She be coming home with me tonight. It might be the mistake of your life. Why don't we just step outside? With a little red stag me with a pack from the five side, and that's too bad. in for some best of rain. Oh, when you mess with the banking I can see the fire burning in your eyes, undressing me in this midnight sky. You're such a beautiful sight to see, and aren't you glad you left him for me? There's not another soul around, darling, I know lay you down. With a Dixie cup full of that black moonlight shining off your back, nowhere it's not rather be me. Oh, you got a love of fame with me. When it's mixed with coke and served on ice, welcome to this punk boy's life. Baby, you know this night ain't gold. Oh, until you get some fame with me. Thank y'all. Like I said, drinking, fighting, ice cream. I never would have thought that song would have made it to any kind of studio. But there it is, and y'all know it, so thank y'all. Who knows where Wadmalaw, South Carolina's at? Wherever I go, people are like, man, where do you come up with these names? Man, you can't make this stuff up. So when I got put in the Low Country to be a game warden, the fellow that trained me, his name was Ben Whaley. He's from Wadmalaw. It's where my island family's at. We used to have these things called cook shed parties. We still have them, or at least I think we're going to. And I would play on a flatbed trailer. And Ben said, man, you gotta write a song about what we do here. I was like, all right. It was only supposed to stay in the backyard now. Keep that in mind. We're all state law enforcement at the time. Well, a lot of times when I can't finish a song, I don't try to finish it. I haven't lived it yet. So I'm supposed to have the song done in January for his dad's birthday, and I had like half of it. And I was like, man, I apologize, but I'll finish it. 2 days later, we found out his dad had cancer. And he had this Bronco, though. It's not a sad song. He had this Bronco, and he loved it. And that's all it took. I said, man, I'm going to write this song about Ben, Sr. I got to play this for him one time before he passed away. So when the song breaks down, we put our drinks in the air for Ben. Everybody else will see you again one day. But it's called Wadmalaw Saturday Night. It's about a dang good time. And it's about, no matter where you're from, everybody has a group of friends that can hang around the tailgate and drink beer, you know. Or just hang out, not drink beer. So, Wadmalaw Saturday Night.
Eat ice cream.
till dawn. You don't call the fire department, we'll be too far gone. Bands on the trailer, you hear us for miles. It's true and blow tongue, music from Bible, big in the drain. Beer on ice, walk along Saturday night. Bring you back that real country music sound now. And if you ever get lost, you'll know where to go. Look for an old bench craft behind a white Bronco. Come tomorrow, everyone's gone. Wherever you are, you're singing this song. My kind of life, done up right. Walk along Saturday night. Walk along Saturday night. And to think that song right there was never supposed to get out the cook shed. Started from the cook shed, now we're here. Thank y'all.
Alrighty.
So the reason I'm so long-winded, I get it honest from my dad. My dad's a preacher. If y'all know me personally, you know I talk a lot. So. But also, you can tell me to be quiet, and I'll just keep on playing. I don't take offense to it. But my dad texted me. He's still a preacher in North Carolina. And it was this long text in half Spanish and English. And I said, Dad, what in the world is this? He said, it's your first number one, Merry Christmas. My dad really doesn't even drink. It's called No Mas Margaritas. I said, what in the world is this? He said, well, my best friend always told me, beware the drinks, the women, and the politicians. They'll kill you, my friend. I think he wrote the song about me, but it's okay. He didn't tell me that. But either way, I played it for Joe, and he's like, man, we sit here every single day at the studio and write these songs and try to write the right one. Your dad's watching TV on a Wednesday and comes up with this song right here. So we're going to leave y'all with this right here, No Mas Margaritas. Make sure you get some tequila from the bartender to take care of them. But, yeah, it turned out pretty dang good. And make sure you're streaming it. Add it to your playlist on the boat this summer. We greatly appreciate it. Do love some margaritas. No Mas Margaritas. Thank y'all so much for coming out here tonight with us. I say get in. You say where you fit in. Get in. They gon' think, said you beat your extreme. If you don't heed what I say, drowning with data, beware the mohairs from United, go stay away. He said, no, my margaritas, no, my this way. Soy frío bottle, fuego negro profundo. So I sit here all night and all day. So I said, dos más margaritas. I said, oh, my senoritas. Say la vida. margaritas. Dos más senoritas. Dos más sandinistas. Turn me not to me. You ain't gonna hear what I say. But I said, dos más, come on, margaritas. Margaritas. I said, oh, my senorita. C'est la vie, it's French, I know. Scandinavia. Baby, I feel all got me my whole amigo. Thank y'all so much. From the very bottom of my honky tonk heart, thank y'all for coming out tonight here at the Roasting Room, my first time here. Y'all do us a favor and spread the word. We're going to keep on playing it. We'll see y'all down the road. Thank y'all so much. I'll be out there by the merch table. I'll come see Chris Cox out there. Full band might be out there. We'll see. Anyway, love y'all so much. See y'all at the next stop. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
When I say get in, you say where you fit in. Get in.
Where you fit in?
Y'all have a safe night. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Awesome. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Yeah.
Cheers. Oh, appreciate it. You can give one to Brian. Like trying to play like.
Oh, shit, you got one. Hey. Me and this guy right here, we're looking at each other all night and singing every damn word.